Good morning, guys. We're playing some Hipper today. I think the heal buff is pretty nice for this thing. The guns are solid, especially if we use armor piercing. Unfortunately, we get like a ton of tier 10. So we'll play it a little passive to start. Probably just try and go into like these islands here, something like that. Feels a little risky to go here in a Hipper. Our shell velocity is good, so arcing over that island can be challenging. And there's not really a destroyer on the A flank either, so depending on where their DD spawns, you know, Wargaming doesn't like to do symmetrical spawns for some reason. They should, but maybe they get a DD and we don't on the A flank, and then that would be really bad. So I'll go over here. Maybe we can help out the Jaeger or something. And of course, you can still get crossfires from this spot here. Just a little further away, so we can't reach like into here, for example. But we can still catch people crossing. That's what I'm looking for right now. Yeah, just play passive. Play passive into tier 10. Bismarck, sure. And Iowa. Okay. Oh, hey. The DD was symmetrical. Nice. Your Sarge here. That's too bad. Nice, we got a hit. Pretty good. Plane spotting would be bad here, probably. Kind of exposed to this. That looks like we're okay. Nice. Yeah, like that Minotaur would be really nice to go after. We just don't have the range. Too bad. Hindenburg. Sure. Oh, a radar. Stalin, probably. Yeah, Stalin. A little spooky. It's all good though. Would I have the pen for a Stalin at that range? 212. I might barely have enough. Oh, guys, is it happening? Please. Only one? Are we serious? Cruiser dispersion? Only one on a broadside Stalin? Oh, you should be happy. I never get Citadels ever. I know, random commenter. I know, but that should be... I would want 4. If this was a good game, I would want half, but at least 2. At least 2. I mean, come on. Brutal stuff. Worried about the incomp pushing us, potentially. Well, we have torps, right? We have close range torps, which are very, very useful. Kind of trying to sneak back here a little bit so we can maybe get some shots over onto like Minotaur. Yeah, nice. They don't really have anything middle. That's kind of hype. If we don't see incomp for in another 30 seconds, I'm gonna hydro. Because he could be sneaking through here, which would not be good for us.
Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
Yeah, he probably went to C. Didn't go through the gap then. Not gonna get that shot. Yep, makes sense. I'm hoping maybe Stalin reverses? I don't know, I doubt it. Kind of doubt it, but... I don't think I can touch the cap. Oh, yeah, there's the radar. Alright. So we're in a situation where we've lost this completely, and we're in the process of just stalling this flank. So here, crossfire, we lose, right? But being low tier, there's not a whole lot you can really do about that. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just gotta hope your tier 10s are competent. Oh. Didn't get it. Kind of a nice little spot in here, isn't it? For now. Mostly because they don't have anything in the south. Oh. These guns are slower. Haven't played Hipper in a very long time. Guns are kind of slow. For range, at least. There's the Kelowna. Alright, we should be able to bounce that. Nice. Very nice to have at least 27 there. Also a Salem. I don't think we're bouncing that as easily. Yeah. We're fine. Just gotta put the island between ourselves and him. We're okay. Takahashi there. Really feels like we just lose. Like, how is a Minotaur like just open water pushing my team? You know what I'm saying? But that's what's happening right now, and so we just kind of lose then. Yeah, I mean, playing tier 8 is rather painful these days. I don't know why I decided today to play tier 8. I really don't like this tier for its matchmaker. I really like it for the ships, but I don't like it for its matchmaker. Because you get into situations like this a lot of the time where there's just no hope. There's no chance of a game, it's just you lose because you don't have tier 10s on your team and the enemy does. Like, how is a Minotaur open water pushing? There's no way. It's crazy. At least we have heals. At least we have heals, right? That is helping us out a lot here. Wow, Bismarck gets that much even though we're fully angled? That's insane. Yeah, now the tier 10s are just here to kill me. Sorry guys. Bit of Doomer PQ this morning, I guess, but hey. That's the matchmaker we got. There's nothing I can do. Alright, up next we get tier 9, so that's better. We do have to deal with a carrier though in this one. Hipper, like every surface ship, suffers to carriers pretty massively, so hopefully we don't get perma-focused by him. I guess we'll try north here to start. I'm not sure. Yeah, games like that last one really just they make me want to just never play this game ever again. I know that's extreme. I know, but it's Monday morning, bro. You know, that's not how you want to start your week, right? Anyways, Los Andes going to the side. That's good. It's a particularly powerful secondary battleship. Our Minsk is pushing up. That's cool. Looks like we don't have a Zara loaded in. Looks like our Missouri is also pretty slow. Do have a Zeton playing at least. Ideally, our Minsk doesn't just run it down into a Seattle radar. But, you know, destroyer play is hard. The own here, okay. Let's not shoot yet. I don't think he's broadside enough. That is, though. So far, been pretty unimpressed by Hipper guns, I gotta say. Yeah. Like... Citadels, hello? You know? Kind of what we're looking for. It's fine. Okay, 5k Saba there is good. You know, into battleship upper belts, we're doing okay. I'm not looking for citadels against battleships, obviously, but you know, like light cruisers and that I would expect. Oh, 10k, wait. Close enough to 10k. That's good. It's Hydro. Probably we don't have enough pen for a Drake at this range. I hope we do. These guns have really bad AP pen, actually. Yeah, I didn't even hit the right spot. Oh, that's like exactly where you want to hit, but we full pen and over pen. Maybe that's desync? Like maybe the Citadel is actually desynced away from where I actually visually hit, you know? We don't really trust the servers these days. So that could be, I suppose. I don't know. Insta double from the Seattle, I guess. That's fine. There it is. Nice. Okay, we finally got our first black ribbon out of this ship. You know, into a lot of these cruisers, that's what we're looking for, right? Wow, that dispersion is horrific. That's like battleship or worse. That's like unlocked battleship. Maybe that was unlocked dispersion right there. Maybe that unlock bug is hitting more often. Yeah, that looks a lot better. He slowed down, so that's gonna go to his bow, if anything. Yeah, look at turret number 2 versus everything else. Like, why is it so bad? Why? Why? Why, bro? Oh, I'm playing a cruiser. Oh. Alright, I'm complaining too much. I apologize, guys. But this is not how I envisioned this going. My expectations are off, you know. I should be expecting badness, I suppose. But yeah, like when I'm catching the broadsides and that, it's like I want to see citadels into light cruiser broadsides out of a hipper, out of this AP, you know. Is what it is though. Is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. RNG. It's a bit cruel in this game as always. And bugs. Maybe I should stop calling it RNG. Maybe I should just be calling it bugs, because I think a lot of the time it's actually just aim bugs. Like, look at the difference. Like, just compare that. Look at how that is. That's so nice. In comparison to, now it didn't get damaged, but, like, the dispersion was actually a lot better than what we had against the broadside Seattle. You know? Pretty massive difference in how our dispersion is going. It's weird. That was bad dispersion. 3k damage per AP salvo into broadside line. Okay. I know it's tier 8 and we have 74k. I understand. End score is all that matters, but not to me. I'm looking at the individual salvos. I'm looking at, like, the positions I'm able to get the ship in. Like, how's the carrier on us, bro? We're a hipper. Anyways, yeah, like, I look at the positions I'm getting, the opportunities I'm getting, and it's like, feels like it could be a little better.
Torpedos voraus. Torpedos auf Backbord.
So now I'm just gonna resort to HE, I guess. Feels a little bad. Yumahari's been shooting a lot of HE himself, so risking a turn here. $5k is fine, but no Citadel again. He used the AP. Think he missed. Okay, it's fine. Alright, I'm already kited pretty far. The Lexington should go after the Zeton here, or the Minsk. No real reason to go after me. Yeah. Yeah, now it's pre-kited. Okay, our team was strong in this one, so it's just a blowout. It was an okay start for damage, but, you know, really not the games that I want to see. Not the games I want to see out of World of Warships, but that's okay. Feels a little bit like my Friday continued, unfortunately. I had a nice weekend, you know, not playing boats and doing other things, going to the gym. I was hoping I would come back and we could have some fun games a little bit more consistently. This one was, like, fine. But it's the previous game, you know, is kind of just still a little bit bad feeling. Alright, we have outnumbered right now into the broadside Pizarski. I know Pizarski does not have the best armor. I'm aiming low because a lot of the time our shells have been going high into the Seattle and into the Drake, but of course this time the aiming system decides to pull them low instead. Where it was pulling them too high earlier, now it's pulling them too low. Ah, finally a double Citadel when I just randomly throw out shells without even caring about the aim, really. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm, like, way too overthinking this game or something. I wish I sucked at this game and didn't understand these things. This game is much better when you don't think about it and don't critically look at the balance. Bro, you're dumping them into the island? It's so much better when you don't notice these things that people do and the way the game is balanced and designed. That's an insane drop. That is an absolutely insane drop. Oh, the DD's behind us. Interesting. Fair. Now what? The Los Andes pushing us, Nimahari, and a Kigero spotting for them. So I can't really even like use this island to farm them, because I'm, you know, still spotted.
Torpedos achte aus! Torpedos achte aus!
At least they're both going the same way. Hydro quite useful as it turns out. No, why? Why me? Literally a DD running him down in the corner like a dog. And nope, gotta cross the entire map to go after PQ. In his poor little hipper. Feels bad. One? Yeah. Suppose it is a Kagero. Nice, Yugumo gets him. Yeah, a little disappointed in Hipper. But you know, it was only 2 games, and the games we got were both blowouts, and the games we got were how is that a 1? I guess Hipper's not a very good ship, so people aren't getting very high base XP. How is that a 2.1k base game? Wait, what? How is that 2.1? I didn't do anything useful. Okay. The build looked a little something like this. I wish I had a gun feeder. Maybe I should swap that. Anyways, and like that. I expected more. So perhaps I'm disappointed because my expectations were too high, but I would have thought Hipper would do a little better. But you know what? I don't think it's Hipper's fault. I think it's Wargaming's matchmaker that gave us some examples where Hipper couldn't really perform, I suppose. Anyways, it's also Monday morning, so give me a bit to wake up. So don't take this too seriously or whatever, or too overly critically. I'm just kind of chilling, talking as I have the morning here. So we'll see. We'll see if I play Hipper more or not. But that's the end. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.